Brett. Man, since we were last on the show, you are now a proud owner of an Evercade VS Founders Edition.
I know, I'm an Evercadian now.
Wow, welcome to the club.
Man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be checking out some Final Fight today. Metro City. Let's put some coins in. Welcome to the stream. This is live. We're checking out the games that'll be on the Evercade Alpha. Today's game we're going to check out will be Final Fight. And then we're going to follow it up with some Knights of the Round. And this is live. Jumping in with some Hagar. Definitely my favorite character to play. Kind of the Hulk character. One of 6 games that'll be included on the Evercade Alpha. Welcome to the stream, Gotham City Arcade. Good to see you, bud. Yeah, Final Fight, man. This is one of the all-time greats. When you talk about beat-em-ups, I mean, this has got to be at the top list, right? Of course, this will be an included game on the upcoming Evercade Alpha. This is live. Love this game. Definitely one of my favorites. I'll be streaming all the games that will be coming to the Mega Man version of the Evercade Alpha. Yesterday we were off to a big start. We did the Mega Man games and we did Carrier Airwing. Today we're going to do 2 games. The goal is to get Final Fight shown, the completion, and Knights of the Round. These are fantastic beat 'em ups. I consider these two to be two of Capcom's best. Love that bit of humor, just blowing out the dynamite. Gotham City Arcade, which one's your favorite of these two? Knights of the Round or Final Fight? To me, Final Fight's one of those top tier beat 'em ups. It's right up there with Double Dragon. There's Double Dragons mainly because overall. Really has the art and the feel and look that these Capcom games have. It was just great. We get a little slowdown. Let me turn some of this off. Hold on. Get rid of that. See if that helps. Some amazing characters. See, Gotham City Arcade says Final Fight, of course. So Cody's his favorite character. Yeah, this is live streaming to all three of my channels. No matter which channel you're at, you're getting the same stream. If you're not subscribed to the new Evercadians channel, go over there and drop us a sub as we work our way towards 100. We're going to get there fast. Cody has equal strength, speed, and ability. Of course, this is one of the games that you can play in many ways. I'm playing it on the iiRcade. You can also play it, of course, in MAME. You could play it on AtGames Legends Ultimate Coin Ops. You play it on Arcade 1-Up. Arcade 1-Up made a cabinet for Final Fight. A beautiful arcade cabinet if you've never seen it. Probably pull up a pic real quick. Let's try and grab a pic. Yeah, now here's a pic of the arcade cabinet. The arcade cabinet looked like if you were to see it in the arcades. This is one that I have frequently seen in arcades. And while I would say the Mega Man games are what they decided to go with for the theme for the Evercade Alpha, I feel like Final Fight really is much more common arcade game that you really see out in the wild. The Mega Man arcade games, as many arcade tours as I've done, I've never seen that game actually physically in a cabinet. You think Arcade 1-Up will do a Deluxe or XL? I don't know. They've done a Final Fight before, so it's something they definitely could do. Big news on the fighting game front. There's going to be a Marvel vs. Capcom collection, a new one coming out. Looks pretty amazing. Coming out for the Switch, and I believe it's coming to Steam. So some Marvel vs. Capcom 2 over Steam. Papa Brad is there. That's just one of his favorite fighting games of all time. So I was very happy to see that announcement. This game really has a lot of cool themes. Of course, you have the wrestling theme right here. looks like one of the enemies from one of the characters from Darkstalkers. Wonder if that's the same character. That is pretty cool. Capcom loves to put Easter eggs in all their games. If you follow a lot of the Capcom games, you can see they mix it up. There's lots of little nods to other games they like to put in their games. And we are streaming live to the Evercadians channel as well right now. Smash up that car. See if we can get the bonus. Final Fight, an absolutely amazing arcade game. It's definitely going to be one of my favorites when I get that Evercade Alpha. That car. Not familiar with what I'm talking about? Of course, it's coming down the road. They have a Street Fighter or a Mega Man edition, which is basically a consoleized Evercade.
Oh my God!
Hey, Mikey Yoon, welcome to the chat. As far as Arcade 1-Up, I'm not really rooting for him to be dead. It's just kind of a fact. They really haven't done much. And I got to go by what I see, you know? Got to go by the actions. Like, are they doing anything? Have they done anything all year? And I think the writing is on the wall. Great to see you, Mikey Yoon. But just to be clear, especially for Gotham City Arcade, I want to see Arcade 1-Up succeed. Because it's really all about just getting these games out there and getting people playing them again, talking about arcade games. So, you know, I'm definitely not rooting for them to fail. Anyone that thinks that, that's not the case. I would like to see someone buy them that will take them to the next level, kind of listen to the community, and maybe start giving us what we want from Arcade 1-Up. You know, it's definitely a clear knowledge of what we want to see from Arcade 1-Up. What's up, Emo Metal? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Got Gotham City Arcade here. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to his channel. He's got great content. You can drop a link if you want. I'll put it on the screen. Glad you're here. I mean, who doesn't love the art style? I mean, Capcom games just have a unique look. There's something special about this entire time period for Capcom. It's definitely my favorite period for them as far as arcade games. To be clear, you know, I still have some Arcade 1-Ups. I've got iiRcade, multiple. I've got multiple AtGames Legends Ultimates. I've got Raspberry Pis. I've got a MAME setup. I've got a real arcade cabinet. I love all this stuff. And I am hoping that, you know, that Arcade 1-Up, you know, goes to Evo and they release something. That would be good. That'd be good for a very thirsty Arcade 1-Up community. Really been waiting for something. And we're not talking about Arcade. Welcome to the stream, Jordan. We're not talking about Arcade 1-Up too much. We're really talking about Final Fight. This is one of 6 games that'll be coming to the new Evercade Alpha. If you're not familiar with what Evercade is, they make retro games. They put them on cartridges, which is physical media. Excellent. If you're not subscribed, I know I'm a subscriber over at Gotham City Arcade. go drop him a sub. He does great content, especially if you like home arcade and you like Arcade 1-Up. It's a good channel. He's got a great arcade. Beautiful home arcade he's built. Mikey, you'd say it's not so. This is one of the all-time greats. You definitely need to load this one up and play it. We're looking at Final Fight, one of my favorite Capcom games of all time. In the beat 'em up category, this is what I consider S tier, the very top, along with things like Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, the original Double Dragon, which should have slowdown if it's emulated properly. But I love beat 'em ups, and this is one of the best of the best. Jason coming in, our moderator, thank you so much. Always helping us out, giving us a direct link to Gotham City Arcade. If you're not subscribed, go over there and drop him a sub. While you're at it, drop the Evercadians a sub. We're on our way to 100. Yes, in a week, 100 subs. Can I make it? I don't know. It's gonna be close. Probably not. I think we're at 70 something right now. Papa Brad just keeps on trucking with the retro arcade games. Love these games. Love my community. We got a huge tournament going on right now, and in Monster Bash Pinball. You play virtual pinball. In Pinball FX3, we have a huge tournament going on right now for Monster Bash. Would love to see you come play in our Arcade Talk tournament. Arcade Talk is a show I participate in. It's on Thursdays with T. McCloskey. And we talk about home arcade stuff. Usually talk a lot about AtGames, but we kind of cover everything. Road to 100. Check out my new channel. This is a channel that's going to be co-owned by me and Brooklyn Menace. Although pretty much I've been doing all the work on it so far, but Brooklyn is going to be definitely involved. We got a show coming up on Saturday at 7:30. The first Evercadian show. If you click on the link, which is on my channels, you'll get a great little trailer, a little Easter egg, a built-in, goes with the thumbnail. Thank you, Gotham City Arcades. I appreciate that. Thank goodness we have unlimited quarters. That's one of the great things about having a home arcade, isn't it? Now we never run out of quarters. Another great thing is when you have multiple machines, and I never do this when I'm streaming, but sometimes when I'm, just in my arcade, I'll turn the sound on a little bit on all of them. And you get that feeling of being in an arcade because you get all the machines making their own individual sounds. And there's a soundscape you get when you have a bunch of these machines and they're all playing that arcade, kind of that attract sounds, to get you to come over and play me. All the arcade games had some kind of draw to pull you in, make you want to go over there and put your quarter in. That's right. That's the word I was looking for. Arcade ambience. And I am going to use Hagar a lot, just because I'm just I don't know. I like him. He's kind of. I usually play. I like the kind of hulky characters. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Glad you're here. Final fight, one of 6 games. They'll be coming in the lineup of the new Evercade Alpha. We'll have Sanwa clone controls and Sanwa clone buttons, just like iiRcade used, high quality. Even the entry level. The deluxe model will have all genuine Sanwa everything. Which, if you play arcade games, you pretty much know what that is. That's the real stuff. That's the good stuff. That's basically no upgrades needed. And, you know, with the 6-button layout, you can literally play thousands of games. But in the case of Evercade, they have about, I think, 50 cartridges. So hundreds and hundreds of games. 10 arcade cartridges. More coming. To me, I think Final Fight is more of a draw than Mega Man, but I think Mega Man is cool as well. But this is a common arcade. Like any decent free-play arcade that's really keeping it retro, they're gonna have a Final Fight. They're gonna have a Street Fighter 2. They're gonna have. This is one of those S-tier Capcom games to me, and one of the best beat-em-ups ever made for sure. With some other beat-em-ups you like? I like Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is a good one. Welcome to the stream, Mark. Glad you're watching. This is the iiRcade, which is a fantastic MAME emulator. I have pretty much most of MAME now running on my iiRcade. Runs games beautifully. Jason's looking forward to the new HD remakes of the Dragon Quest 1 through 3. It's coming out. Loves the old style RPGs. Not too into Mortal Kombat. More like the Street Fighter more. My favorite fighter is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's my jam for fighting games. And then I like, it's going to sound cheesy, but I really like DOA 2. It's on the Dreamcast. It's one of my favorite fighters to play. I love that game. Like the Tekken series. I'm not a hardcore. I'm more of a retro gamer. I do like fighting games, but they're not my main jam. I'm excited for the Marvel vs. Capcom collection that was just announced. Gonna be coming to Steam. So you'll probably be seeing Papa Brad getting beaten badly probably at some Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is one of my favorites. Mark likes Street Fighter 5. Awesome. I don't have that one. I have Street Fighter 4. Breaking the glass. The modern fighters are pretty amazing, though. I played one of the newer versions of Soul Calibur. It was really fun. Had really good. The graphics have really come a long way for fighting games on the modern consoles. Going to the Bay Area. That was a great game, Mark. The DC versus Mortal Kombat. I have that one. That's really fun. I play those games a lot when my grandkids come over. They like to play those. Those are fun. You know, I'm not very good, but I do enjoy those kind of games. Of course, I love me some virtual pinball. Got the Monster Bash tournament going on right now on Arcade Talk on FX3. You just go to FX3. You can play it right on your PlayStation if you have a PlayStation 4 or 5. Play it on Xbox. And it's free to play. You've got a good tournament going. Lots of people you'd recognize from the home arcade community. You got Evil Genius in there. Of course, I'm in there. Papa Brad. We got T. McCloskey. We got High Scores on Tap. We got quite a few YouTubers in our tournament playing. showing up. It's pretty cool. See who can play. Evil Genius is killing it on this table, which is one of his favorites. Evil Genius Entertainment. Monster Bash. Of course, it's themed to the Universal Monsters. Very cool. Future Pinball. Yeah, Future Pinball and VPX are more fan-made emulation pinball machines. Those are really cool. I like to do a lot of Zen pinball because I can do tournaments and we can play where we can play against each other and see how we stack up. That's one of the things that Zen has that's really good on Steam or on the PlayStation for that matter, because it's cross-platform. Yeah, those are cool. The Future Pinball and the VPX, they're all do-it-yourself, you know, but they're free, so there's definitely a benefit. The biggest benefit is they're free, but they can have some really awesome tables, but you pretty much have to, you're right, it's a lot of tinkering to get them to work. I get them grapes. Definitely you can see the way the game's balanced. There was enough food there for two. Kind of wasteful, but how's the balance between the game and the sound? Is that okay? Pretty new to doing the streaming like this. And Dore Jr. Definitely a Andre the Giant tribute. Andre the Giant was huge in wrestling. Just an amazing person. I watched a documentary about Andre the Giant. It's a very interesting life. It's a little bit tragic. It's a little sad in some ways. But he was a great wrestler, man. Who didn't love to watch Andre the Giant back in the day? We're going way back in the Wayback Machine with Papa Brad. Of course, I like Double Dragon. Remember when they used to put sexy women in video games? Definitely got some hot chicks in this one. You get, it's a little bit spicy too, a little spicy with some of the animations. It's a little underboob action. Poison. I do believe Poison became a playable character in the modern Street Fighter. Pretty cool. Of course, Capcom has an entire roster of legendary characters they created with Street Fighter. Renegade's a great game. I love Renegade. I play that one on the iArcade. That's a good one. I put Poison on one of the thumbnails on one of the channels. Just because why not? Poison's awesome. What a cool character. You know, if you did this today, they'd try to cancel you. So, love that we have these classic arcade games. Righty. Let's see what we got. Now Mark's talking about the Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtle games. Those are always fun. Highlighting the 6 games that'll be coming on the upcoming release of the Evercade Alpha. These will be on the Mega Man edition of this machine. You get 6 Capcom games. We streamed 3 of them yesterday. Today I'm going to stream Final Fight and Knights of the Round. And then I'm just down to Strider. This stream will be put up also as a non-live stream for people that just want to check the game out, see if it's something they're interested in. But Final Fight, definitely one of the greatest beat-em-ups ever made. One of the neat things with this cabinet is that these marquees slide in, and you get 3 with the basic one, and I get 6 marquees I can slide into this Mega Man cabinet. So I'll be definitely sliding the Final Fight in there sometimes just to have tribute to this great arcade game. Look at that beautiful cabinet. The Statue of Liberty in the background. Like, what's going on with it? There's like a searchlight off of it or something. It's crazy looking. Abigail. Time to go uptown. Going up. Yeah, I like the Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtle games. Those are cool. Look up some history on Final Fight real quick. Let's say a little bit about Final Fight. Of course, this is the beat 'em up game. The genre it's in, made by Capcom, who's a Japanese publisher of arcade games. Game was released in 1989. Set in a fictional city called Metro City. This game is within the Street Fighter universe. I didn't know that it was actually considered part of the Street Fighter universe. Of course, you play as one of 3 heroic vigilantes. Fight against the threats of criminal gangs, particularly the Mad Gear Gang. The series has sold 3.2 million units worldwide. Wow. Game had several sequels, but Final Fight 2 was on the SNES, the Super Nintendo. Final Fight 3, 1995. Multiple Final Fight characters have gone on to be playable characters in the Street Fighter series of games. First began with Guy and Sodom, appeared in Street Fighter Alpha in 1995. Roleno in Street Fighter Alpha 2, and Cody in Street Fighter Alpha 3. Guy's theme is a mix of the music from the opening stage of Final Fight, and his stage is similar to the Street Fighter Alpha 2. Pretty cool. Once again, Capcom, they like to put the characters and mix them between games. It's kind of like Easter egg. The game Captain Commando is set in a future version of Metro City. Character Mike Hagar is featured as a wrestler in Saturday Night Slam Masters. Hugo reappears, still accompanied by Poison, in SNK vs. Capcom, SVC Chaos in 2003. Guy is a playable character in Capcom Fighting Jam. While Cody, Hagar, and Jessica, Hugo, and Sodom appear in the game as cameo characters. So these characters appear throughout many of the Street Fighter games. Pretty cool. Yeah, Battletoads is a great beat 'em up. That's one of my. I love that game. Played a lot of Battletoads when I had the Killer Instinct cabinet from Arcade 1-Up. That was on that cabinet, and I used to play that a lot. Played through the whole game several times with Steps Gaming, YouTuber here on YouTube. It's a great channel. Played all the way through Battletoads. That is a long beat 'em up too. This one's pretty lengthy as well. We're at about 45 minutes of non-stop gameplay. So you're gonna get your money out of this beat 'em up. This is not a short game. I just hope they don't censor it. I hate when they censor things in video games. One of my pet peeves. I just can't stand that. Just leave it the way it was when it came out. Don't try to rewrite it. Don't try to edit or change anything. Make it exactly how it was. I mean, that's what nostalgia should be. You shouldn't be recreating it. You shouldn't be changing things. Guys chilling in the wheelchair. Get out that wheelchair, old man. Let's go. And once again, these games were designed to just take every quarter you had at the end. The final bosses are always crazy. Tons of cheap deaths. Well, you know, that's what the purpose of these games was, is to liberate you from the quarters in your pocket. And they did a fantastic job. Get one last look at Poison. What is that, like a spear gun? Marvel vs. Street Fighter Infinite is a great game. According to Mark. What do you think, Mark, out of these two cabinets? Oh, let me leave this. I don't want to. This is the end. Let me just let this play. Woohoo! Yes! Oh, Father, I was so scared. And we have the end of the game. Pretty amazing. That was a playthrough of Final Fight from Capcom. One of the truly great beat 'em ups. Played as Mike Hagar. He's the mayor of Metro City, a former professional wrestler, and the father of Jessica. He has slick back brown hair and a mustache. Likes to wear green trousers held up by a brown diagonal belt, shoulder strap, and brown dress shoes. This game has kind of like a little secret ending thing it does, which is kind of cool. She got a little something for Cody. She got a little something for him. How can you just walk away? Hey, evil still stalks the streets. See you, babe. And I get to put my name in. Of course, you're watching Papa Brad's Gaming, or Papa Brad Live, or the Evercadians. If you're tuning in, we're tuning in for a live stream of the games that are coming on the Evercade Alpha. Comes in two models, a Mega Man model, which I ordered the deluxe version of. Comes with 6 marquees, 6 absolutely stellar Capcom games. I think the game lineup made me have to have this, plus the fact they're doing the good controls. So you can see I'm playing this on the iiRcade, which once you mod it is one of the best multicades around. Look how fast it goes into this game. It's like butter. Just runs fantastic. And we're moving on to game number 2. I'm doing 2 today. The next game will be Knights of the Round. If you're not familiar with this one, this is another great beat 'em up from Capcom. One of 2 really good beat 'em ups that come with this cabinet. Let's go. We're jumping right in. Knights of the Round is an arcade game released by Capcom. This game came out in 1991. A side-scrolling beat 'em up based very loosely on the legend of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. The game has a cool system where you upgrade as you play the game. Your armor gets better. Your swords get better. It's kind of got an action role-playing element to it. Sorry, excuse me. Game's been in a ton of compilations, including the Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle, which is one of 7 titles. That's available on Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows. Plot simple. Your Arthur's been training himself to be a great knight. Pulls out Excalibur from the rock. After pulling it out, he realized he was going to become the first king of the Britons. Merlin then sends Arthur and his 2 closest companions, Lancelot and Percival, overthrow the evil King Garibaldi and to unite Britain. Gameplay is very similar to the classic Capcom beat 'em up we just played. Final Fight was an inspiration. It's a hack and slash fantasy title, however, so it's a different genre, but it is a beat 'em up. And they did look at Final Fight as a model for which came before this game. You can't block in this game by holding the joystick away from the opponent. If you successfully block, you get a few seconds of invincibility and counterattack. There is a desperation attack in this game when you hit both buttons. The characters do a special move that kills off most enemies on the screen, but you lose a little bit of life every time you use that, so you don't want to spam it too much. But you end up dead. Go back to the chat. Decided to be Lancelot for my run through the game. You can't pick one of 3 different characters. Other games this reminds me of course, one of my favorite beat 'em ups in this genre would be Golden Axe from Sega. Love the Golden Axe series. Death Adler and Golden Axe. Or Crossing Streams. This is all Capcom. We're not talking Sega, but Sega has a great beat 'em up that's in the fantasy realm. This is more trying to stick to the King Arthur. So you won't see any dragons. You will see Merlin, but no fantasy elements, no high fantasy elements. I think this is a good mix because with Final Fight, you kind of get the more modern Street Fighter type feel. And this is a completely different feeling game as far as the theming. And just tuning in, we're looking at Knights of the Round. This is a beat 'em up from Capcom, released in 1991. Will be on the Evercade Alpha cabinet when it releases as a stock game. The version I'm getting will have the marquee. I'll be able to slide that marquee into this cabinet and have that original Knights of the Round marquee in my arcade game. High quality joystick and buttons on all of the models. The deluxe model goes with the genuine Samwa buttons and stick. And the cheaper ones using Samwa clones like iiRcade use, which are fantastic. You know, they're definitely going for higher quality, which is one of the reasons I jumped into the Evercade. I think this will bring some new people to playing some of these classic arcades. Let's see if I can find a good pick of the Knights of the Round cabinet. Showed the Final Fight cabinet earlier. I have seen Knights of the Round on the floor in arcades. I know that Side Arcade in Houston, Texas, which is a huge arcade, has one of these on their floor. And I did play it while I was there. It was a lot of fun. I just did a single quarter run though, but I did totally enjoy playing on authentic Knights of the Round. A lot of them were put in Big Blues. This was a popular conversion for the Big Blue. Let's see if I can pull one up. Of course, the marquee has the Excalibur. Oh, I got disconnected. Not sure what happened. Got a boss battle. Arlon versus Lancelot. I agree, Jason. This is always a fun game. Definitely a nice mix they put together. kind of deeper, rare cuts with the Mega Man arcade game. Like I said, I've never seen the Mega Man arcade games on the floor at an arcade. Well, because these cabinets can run, you know, you could put Final Fight in that cab, you can put, there's just other Capcom games that get a lot more love. Definitely the Mega Man games were really good. You find a picture of the cabinet, although it did crash my screen. Lancelot, stage 3 cleared. Here's a picture of Knights of the Round in a big blue cabinet. Once again, this could be any of a bunch of games. Kind of how Capcom did their arcades during this time period. Look at that beautiful marquee with Lancelot pulling Excalibur from the sword and the stone. I'll get that marquee with my deluxe. I can't wait to have that. That's going to be awesome. As well as a Final Fight marquee, which I can slide in there. 6 games, you get 6 marquees. That's pretty amazing. Absolutely. Always love Darkstalkers. And Darkstalkers was just about always in the big blue cabinet. We're talking about is during this time period in arcade, a lot of the Capcom games, they would just put them in this cabinet, and you could have any one of a bunch of different great Capcom games. Games like The Punisher, Aliens vs. Predator, any of the Street Fighter games, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Yeah, this cab was a workhorse for Capcom. And you notice they did go with the big blue for the alternate design of this countercade. The real big blue cabinet. Boy, it does look small. The thing is a monster. Look at the size of that cabinet. There's a Final Fight. Of the Punisher. Yeah, Evercade's selling on Amazon now. One of the things I like about Evercade is physical media. Huge collector of Atari cartridges, and I do like that once you bought it, it's like you have it, like you have it forever. Yeah, the Nintendo Switch is a great console, Mikey. I wish I had one. I don't have the Switch yet. I have a PlayStation 4. It's my most modern console. Definitely, The Punisher is a great game. Yeah, I have several Evercades right now. Surprisingly, one of my favorite ways to play has been playing this portable one. Cheap little device, looks like this. Hyper Mega Tech Super Pocket. Thing's awesome. And it's basically a fully consoleized Evercade. You got your Evercade cartridge right here in the back. This thing will play all the Evercade games. It's crazy. Did a firmware update, even plays Cathedral, plays even the newest ones. You can play Duke Nukem on this little thing. It's pretty cool. But I like that it's portable. This form factor of this is really easy to carry around with you. Hey, we got Nick's jumping in. Great channel if you're not subscribed. Nick's Reviews on YouTube. Good to see you, Nick's. Don't you know? Oh, I'm sorry. This game's louder. Let me crank it down. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, I had a crash. My system crashed. Sorry. Thank you, Mikey. Can you hear me now? How's that? Is that better? Yeah, what I was saying is this The Super Pocket Hyper Mega Tech. It's a good way to get into Evercade for cheap. Does take the Evercade cartridges. They just slide into the back. This is the Taito one. They have a Capcom one. If you like Capcom, they got a Capcom model and a Taito model. Taito has arcade games like Bubble Bobble. You got Kadash, Shack and Pop, Elevator Action. There's more of them. I'm just going to say some of the highlights. Growl, Operation Wolf, which is insane. Operation Wolf on this tiny, you wouldn't think it was fun to play, but it's fun to play on this thing. I was surprised how well they pulled off Operation Wolf. Puzzle Bobble, Rastan, of course, one of the greatest Taito games, Space Invaders. You got Space Invaders 91, which is cool. Legend of Kage. You got a shmup. Oh, anyway. Yeah, we're just starting out. When we get a little bigger, I'll ask them, but, you know, we're just starting out. We're trying to get Evercadians to 100 subscribers. Last time I checked, we were in the 70-something. So we're moving towards 100 pretty quick. That's like within about a week. Got some from, see, Jason says, remember when The Punisher would never be re-released because of the violence? Now it's coming back in the Switch collection just announced. That lack of Punisher again was all Arcade 1-Up's decision. Ooh, this boss is awesome. Yeah. One thing that, I mean, Capcom's art on this period of games, I just love the way they do their art. It's fantastic. Look at that boss. Got the skull chest armor, the giant hammer. It's crazy. Mikey, and I'm with you right here. He says, I made a decision a while ago to support companies that love the home arcade community. And that's 100% why I'm jumping into Evercade, because I like what they're doing. You know, they made, you know, there's some things that could be better, but they made some good decisions with their first dabble into home arcade. So I'm giving them my full support. Hey, we got Biggie D jumping in. Welcome, Biggie D. We're streaming some Knights of the Round. This will be an included game in the Evercade Alpha coming out. One of 6 great Capcom games. Welcome to the stream. Knights of the Round. You got it, man. Growing over here at Papa Brad's Gaming. Had a pretty good month. 330 new subs. Do love you can get on the horse and ride around. When you press the button, it changes the direction of the horse. You You definitely power it up when you're on the horse. You have a lot more firepower, it seems like. There you go. Just turn the horse around. Just here's what the Knights of the Round look like. And a big blue cabinet. Yeah, the Capcom and Konami period, in this time period, were insane, you know? Absolutely. I gravitated towards these in the arcade too, because I felt like these games gave me a lot of gameplay for my quarter. You know? And there's definitely a certain amount of skill. You know, when you're playing with real money, you play more conservatively than when you're just have infinite free quarters. That's why on the show, the Friday Night Arcade Show, we often do 1 quarter runs. See how far we can get. But I'm a huge fan of the whole beat 'em up category. I've always loved these kind of games. If you've not checked out Nix's channel, he just streamed River City Ransom, I believe, which is a pretty cool game. If you've not checked that out and you're into retro games, that's a pretty fun game. We got some other cool things I can show here. Let's see if it doesn't crash my stream. One of the great things about this game is you can see you power up as you go through the game. This is the sequence that you change. 1 through 16 shows all the way your armors and your swords change. Look at that little tiny toothpick you start out with, and look at your sword on 16. Pretty crazy. I'm on level 10. The leveling up was one of the cool things that this arcade game had that I liked. We're streaming Knights of the Round. Few other things. Let's see what else I got here. Skywalker. No relation to Luke. Absolutely. Of course, earlier, this game will be one of the stock games on the Evercade Alpha. I think the standard model is around 230 bucks. Will come with Samwa clones. Nice controls for an inexpensive arcade. Check out the Tigers. How cool is that? I mean, everything is cool with these Capcom games. These are amazing games. Here's some artwork for Knights of the Round. Of course, earlier we were streaming some Final Fight, which also comes on the cabinet. When you're talking about Final Fight, you gotta love Final Fight. Oh my goodness, here we go. Look at that. How cool is that? Sorry, my mic was off. Yeah, I'm busted. Busted. Biggie D caught me. I'm playing Monster Bash Pinball. Of course I'm playing Monster Bash Pinball. And you should be too. The Arcade Talk tournament for Monster Bash Pinball is going on right now. Just go at FX3, go to tournaments, type in Arcade Talk with a space between it. You'll pull our tournament up. Come participate. Having a blast playing some Monster Bash. We've got the YouTuber Evil Genius is in the #1 spot with an incredible game. Lots of YouTubers are playing. Come join us, Biggie D. Are you in the tournament? I haven't checked today. Gotta get some fruit. Yeah, Evil Genius is in the #1 spot. Oh, good, Biggie D. What name are you under in the tournament? You're not under Biggie D, I don't think, huh? You under Daniel? Is Daniel you? Go up the leaderboards real quick. Got JDV with 705 million, #1 spot. I don't know if I'll be able to get in the top 10 on this one, man. We got some wizards playing. Goofyfoot's at 11, right on the bubble of being in the top 10. Of course, we got Sacro in there, YO, Kadash. High scores on taps in the top 10. Easy YouTuber. I'm at 18th right now. Herb Wars. Look at that. I'm beating T. McCloskey. That's all that matters. Let's see where Daniel's at in here. Let's see. If I have to refresh. Exit it real quick. Let's see. Let's see ya. Level 12. Where's Nick's at? Nick's, come play. Is Lancelot? Yeah, Nick's is not done put up a score. This is I don't think I have the right strategy for this table yet. I haven't figured it out. But there's got to be some trick because people are getting really high scores. I'm not even getting close to what they're getting. I don't think I'm playing it the correct way to get a good score. Table has a very fun multi-ball on this Monster Bash Pinball. So they always put these sections in just to take a couple extra quarters. Like the give me an extra quarter mode. The second Double Dragon is the worst one at this. It has tons of these kind of things, the traps, which is really just designed to slow the game down and make you have to put more quarters in. Look at that. Look at the Iron Golem. Absolute fire. Look at that. That's some amazing art. This is a sweet boss battle. Love the ball physics with Pinball FX 3. It just plays really more of an arcade-y style gameplay, less realistic but more fun. We got the Phantom. Okay, I got the multi-ball going. Here we go. Let's go. It's gonna get crazy. Ah, come on. Come on, keep that multi-ball going. Birdman. $33 million in Monster Bash. Ah, mediocre. Not my best pinball tip. I need to practice. Let's see what we got going on. End boss time. All right, let's go. If you're watching, thanks for tuning in. We're taking a look at Final Fight. And this is Knights of the Round. Games will be included in the Evercade Alpha when it's released. Of course, you can play this game a million different ways. You can play it on consoles. You can play it through MAME, iiRcade, the AtGames. Play it on Arcade 1-Up cabinet. Bet you Big ED knows what Arcade 1-Up cabinets come with Knights of the Round. Got up to level 14. I think there's 16 levels you can get to though. So I don't even have my armor maxed out. Lancelot needs to go over there and get that salad. That salad, Lancelot. Woohoo! Yes! Woo! Final stage clear. Heck yeah. Let's go. After enduring countless battles, the Holy Grail. Big D just got 11 million. This is not an easy table. Monster Bash is no joke. This is a hard one. I mean, I really need to see some strategy videos. See how I can get further in this game. But I'm sure there's a trick to it. Let's put in our name, Papa Brad's Gaming. PBG. So I put on Arcade Games now. Hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Knights of the Round. But wait, there's more! I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone that tuned in during this live stream. Gotham City Arcade, make sure you go subscribe. Mikey Yoon, Emo Metal 59, thanks for watching. Jason Lil Alien, thanks for moderating. Thanks for watching. Mark, thank you for watching. Nix, thanks for stopping by. Of course, Biggie D's Arcade, great YouTube channel. Good, drop him a sub. Absolutely, Jason, thanks for watching. Yeah, this is. I'm playing on the iiRcade right now. Biggie D, that's how I got this. Message me if you need it or anything. I have all these games. I have every game that's on the that's coming out. Cast, Arthur, Lancelot, Percival. Hey, look, there's my name by Lancelot. Pretty cool. Presented by Capcom. End. We did it! Anyway. I got some work to do on Monster Bash, so I'm going to be playing some Monster Bash. Can't really play seriously while I'm doing this. Anyway, that's been a stream of Knights of the Round. Fantastic arcade game. We have a brand new show coming up on Saturday at 7:30, Evercadians episode 1. I'll be on Arcade Talk Thursday night. I'm not set up to stream Monster Bash, and I need to practice before I'd stream. I'm not that good at it. But thank you. Everyone have a great evening, and I appreciate you stopping by. With that, let me close this out. If you're not subscribed to Evercadians, go drop us a sub over there. We're on our way to 100. Appreciate everyone watching. Thank you. And I'll roll us out with my first video that I made for this channel, for this